Hey everyone. Today we're actually going to share some information with you.
Okay, I'm going to share my screen and we'll get started. So today we're going to cover just three things: the power of video marketing, different video styles that you can choose to record for your videos to get your message across, and then something we just call the method. We actually have a bigger name than that, but it's actually our method for a strategic plan that takes full advantage of that video. So we are ready to teach you how to leverage video marketing like some of the big guys that you follow. So video marketing is powerful, and it's not only us who say that, but it's other video marketers. And this was a survey that was done by Opt-in Monster. And here were some of the results. So 89% of video marketers say video gives them a good ROI, return on investment, which is always important because we want to make sure we're making money off of what we're doing. 83% say video helps them with lead generation, and we want to always be filling our pipeline with leads. 87% say it's increased traffic to their website. Again, we always want to get people, if we can, to our website to see what we do and to learn more about us. 80% say it has directly helped increase sales, and that's ultimately what we want, isn't it? So you can see video builds relationships faster than any other media, and we're not only the ones who say it, but other professional video marketers are as well.
So the power of video marketing. What I love about this is a few years ago, you would just think of video marketing as YouTube, but not anymore. So like I said, all the social platforms are wanting video content. So on Instagram, you have Reels, posts, stories, and live streaming. Facebook, again, video posts, stories, live streaming. And on LinkedIn, you can embed a video, or you can actually have live streaming. And then Pinterest, you can have video pins. And then obviously TikTok is all video. So as you can see, all of these social media platforms are saying, hey, we want video, and they're giving you lots of different ways to do that. And that's how we're going to help you figure out how to do that without taking up a lot of your time or spending a ton of money, how you're going to be able to show up on all of these platforms with amazing video content.
Kirsten's going to tell you some of the power of using YouTube as a marketing platform.
Yeah, so YouTube is a search engine. So that's an amazing thing, because when people are asking questions, that can pull your video up. And it also is amazing because we can figure out what people are searching for, so you can create videos that they're looking for. It is the second largest search engine. Google is the first, and Google owns YouTube. It is different than all of the other social media platforms. And I think it's different in the sense that it has long-term content. When you think about posting on social media, it kind of just gets down the feed and then it's gone. Where when you post on YouTube, it's evergreen content. So meaning it's going to be there year after year, and someone may pull up your video 10 years from now. It allows people to find you even if you're not a big brand. So if you're brand new with your business or brand new to YouTube, that's okay, because if you can figure out what questions people are asking and you answer those questions in your video, YouTube is going to send them to your video. That you can find videos when you do a search for something. Sometimes it's a year old, sometimes it's a week old, sometimes it's 10 years old, but your videos are working for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And I love that part. Google will suggest your videos. When someone does a Google search, sometimes they actually suggest YouTube videos. And that's amazing because it just gives you two opportunities to have your videos show up in a search, whether they're searching on YouTube or whether they're searching on Google. It also allows you to capitalize on SEO, search engine optimization. And that's what we were talking about earlier. When you're figuring out what questions are my ideal clients asking, and if I answer them in a video with the right title, the right tags, the right description, there's a very, very good chance my videos will be pulled up with that particular question. And it is amazing that you don't have to just have guesswork. You can actually figure out what people are looking for and then create content that is SEO rich that Google and YouTube are going to put before them. It also gives you original content, which you can then repurpose to other platforms. And this is where the real magic happens. Instead of creating a bunch of little posts here and there, you can create one amazing piece of content And then it can be repurposed for all of those other social media platforms. And we're going to tell you more about that in just a little while.
Yes, we are. So this is one of our clients, Bonnie. She's fantastic. She's a dietitian, and we were talking, this is actually from one of our live Q&A coaching calls that we do every week. And she was telling us one of her results. So we videotaped and had her tell us exactly what happened.
Okay, so tell us what happened. Yeah, so someone was in a Facebook group and they were looking for a dietitian, which is what I am. And they reached out to me, and then they reported to me that the only reason that they chose me was because of my YouTube videos and the information I shared and them wanting to meet me, kind of basically, something like that. So I was like,
Fantastic.
okay, great.
So just out of curiosity, Bonnie, how many subscribers do you have on your channel right now? About, do you know?
Like 40.
Okay. All right. Yeah,
It's hard.
that's what people don't realize. You don't have to have a huge audience. You just have to have someone that goes there, they connect with you. So
And they
Karen,
don't-
go ahead, Bonnie.
Yeah, let me say, I don't even think people sign up necessarily, even my clients, but I know they watch it because they'll tell me. So it's kind of hard to know. And also they're all posted on my website too. So you just never know. And
Right.
people see it on LinkedIn and all that. But it was very nice to know because I spend a lot of time talking to myself on the computer. And it's like, I have no idea.
Nice to know it's paying off.
Yeah. So Bonnie is awesome and amazing. And, it is hard sometimes in the beginning because you are just recording, you're talking to that little light. But, when you have people who are coming to you and saying, oh, I saw you on video and I love your videos, it's very, very rewarding.
We're going to talk about the different styles of video. So it doesn't matter who you are or what your business is, there's definitely a way for you to leverage video and YouTube. So the first type of video is a talking head video, and I do a lot of those. And so it's me just covering a topic. My virtual assistant will actually add B-roll and add images to make it more interesting. So it's not just me sitting there for 12 minutes talking. So that's the magic of editing. The other thing is tutorial type videos. Jeannie does a lot of these. She does a lot of tutorials on Canva. And this is where she is recording her screen and giving step-by-step instructions on how to do something. Sometimes she'll actually be on camera and she'll do an intro before she goes to her screen and starts teaching, but other times she doesn't. So you can be completely off screen for a tutorial, or you could actually be on screen if you choose to. The other thing is shorts. YouTube wants to get in the game because TikTok is obviously booming, and now you have Facebook Reels and you have Facebook Stories and Instagram Reels. So obviously people want short video content. So you could actually build a channel with just shorts if you feel like, recording a long video would be scary, but I could do a bunch of little videos. So that's totally possible. And you actually record these vertical, which is different than the other types of videos we do on YouTube. The next thing is interviewing styles. If you wanted to create a channel where you interview experts in your area or your niche or expertise, you can do that. Like I said, when I had my mortgage company, I interviewed appraisers, I interviewed title inspectors. So my channel had talking head videos, but it also had interview style videos, which are fantastic because then their audience is finding you as well. You can also have animated videos. And this is a really cool thing because you're starting to see more channels now that actually have talking head videos, tutorial videos, and things like animated videos. We don't have any animated videos at this time, but it is getting more and more interesting, so we may be considering that. You can go live. One of our clients absolutely hates working off a script or an outline, and she feels like she's just best when she's live. So she does all of her YouTube videos live, and that's fine because you can still take advantage of SEO, because you can still have tags, title, and description, and your virtual assistant can still repurpose it across all of the platforms that we're going to talk about in a few minutes. And then last but not least, you can actually do PowerPoints. So if you're a person who you want to make sure you don't miss anything, you get everything out when you're teaching, you can do a PowerPoint just like this. You can be off camera or you can be on camera. Okay, so this is one of our clients. Jacqueline is an interior designer. She'd actually moved here from New York. She was a fashion designer. So she moved to Florida. She didn't know anyone, and she started an interior design firm. And it was really amazing because the first thing she did was she asked for help. She's like, I don't know how to do any of this marketing. And she actually started working with us. And within 24 months, she had hit 6 figures in her business. That was gross revenue, which is pretty amazing for someone who didn't know the area and who was new in business. And that's the key. Consistent marketing pays off again and again and again. So her marketing consistently brought her clients. And then what happened was she ended up hiring 2 new full-time designers. So her business has actually grown to the point where she has a bookkeeper. She also has, a CPA firm that does everything for her on that end as far as quarterly taxes. And she has 2 other designers working for her. And so it's really amazing when you are consistently marketing your business. Jacqueline did an awesome video tutorial of how to style a lanai, which is a screened-in porch in Virginia, which is where I'm from. And so she does that tutorial, and it's a lead magnet. People sign up to get it, and then that's how they end up on her email list, and that's how she ends up nurturing that relationship until they are ready to hire a designer.
So this is our simple marketing strategy, but we're going to give you kind of the big overview. So the way we like to we call this the video marketing method, and it's a way of generating 21 pieces of content from recording 1 video. So what you would do is you would record your YouTube video, and then you would hand that off to your marketing virtual assistant, who is going to edit it, who's going to create the thumbnails, who's going to upload it, who's going to do all the bits and pieces that need to be done to it that you don't want to do. And then once that's up on YouTube, or at least once it's created in its final stage, then what you can do is you can create pieces of content from that video. So what I'm talking about is you can pull a short clip from that video and put it on Instagram. So let's say you talked about, the top 5 ways to market your business. Well, each one of those ways can be its own little video. And so each one is, here's step 1, or here's tip 1. To see all the tips, go see our YouTube video. You can also pull out quote cards. So if you said something, and I'm sure you say something profound each time that you record a video, but if you say something that's really important and really fabulous, then, have them put it in a quote card and put your name under it and, style it the way that your branding is. So lots and lots of great ways to take that YouTube video and repurpose it is what we call it on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. LinkedIn even has long form posting. So you could take the video itself, embed it there, and then put the transcription or a revised version of the transcription as, a long form post. You can also turn it into a blog post for your website. You can get an embed code from YouTube and you put that into your blog post on your website. And again, you can either use just the description from the video, or you could try using the transcript and rewriting it a little bit. You can also use that video as send it out in your email every week. So the beautiful thing about doing a YouTube video, and we encourage you to do one once a week, is that you can have your marketing virtual assistant send that out to your list every single week. So every single week you have content going out, and it's not just content, it's content that you created. So we just think this is such a brilliant method. It is working like gangbusters for our clients, and we wanted to share it with you. So what can a marketing virtual assistant do for you? So we already talked about some of these things, so I'm not going to read through them, but, keyword research, which you may not think that they can, but they actually can. They obviously need direction from you, but once you instruct them, they can do that. Video editing, B-roll, graphics, uploading, designing attention-grabbing thumbnails. They're masters at graphic design. Like we said, quote cards, other kinds of social posts, email marketing, blogging. I mean, it's just amazing how much a marketing virtual assistant, how many tasks they can take off of your shoulders, or just things that, you don't want to have to learn, because video editing is a skill. And it takes some time to learn. And there's different types of software. And these people that we have found for you on your behalf are amazing. And we're going to tell you a little bit more about that.
Well, I want to say something here too. How many of you guys have thought, okay, I'm going to edit a video, or I'm going to create a social media post. It'll take me 5 minutes. And then you go down the rabbit hole. You're trying to find B-roll, or you're trying to find an image to use, and you can't find exactly what you want. Next thing you know, you've been there for like an hour and a half, and it took you all that time to get it done. And this is why I think so many people are not consistent with their marketing. It's not because they don't have good intentions. It's not because they don't have great ideas for content to create that would attract their ideal clients. It's just that everything takes longer than you think it's going to take. And so what's fantastic is when someone else is doing that, it frees you up to do other things. And all you're doing is signing off on what they have done, which can truly take less than 5 minutes, which I think is magic.
It's truly magic. Okay, so let's talk about time. So what we're talking about is spending 1 hour a week recording a video. Okay, that's your time that this program is going to take from. So what do you think? Video production and repurposing, how long do you think that's going to take?
On average, it takes about 20 hours a week for our virtual assistant to edit a video. Now, sometimes our videos are long, like 12, 14 minutes. Sometimes they're short, 5, 6 minutes. And occasionally we actually do YouTube shorts. But on average, it takes, a bit of time because we like to have a lot of B-roll of my talking head videos to make them interesting. They have to, again, transcribe that video. They need to upload that video. They need to make sure the SEO score is 100 because we want to make sure that we're doing everything we can to help Google and YouTube put our videos in front of our clients who are asking the questions that we know that they're asking. And then they're going to repurpose that video. So they're going to do all of that tech stuff. They're going to take care of setting up that email. They're going to take care of all those social media posts and not just creating them, but once you've signed off on them, they're going to schedule them. So it's like magic.
It is. So thinking now that if you wanted to record and spend an hour a week recording a video and then all the elements that it takes to produce it and repurpose it for all those platforms, is that the best use of your time? So the question we have for you, is your time worth more than $3 an hour?
So I could answer that question with a yes and a no.
Ooh.
Right? So
Yeah.
Your time is definitely worth more than $3 an hour on doing things that are going to generate revenue, right? So instead of spending all this time hanging out in Canva, we're going to talk about how you can get out and have conversations and start making sales and start creating new products or services that you want to bring to the market. You're going to spend more time working on your business and less time working in your business. So if you're in a position where you really want to grow your business, you're ready to scale your business, and you know your time is worth more than $3 an hour because you know what you need to be doing to actually build your business, then it's absolutely emphatically worth more than $3 an hour.
Yeah, and I just want to add something to that. Even if you are early on in your business, but you know what you sell and you know who you're selling it to, you can still afford and use a marketing virtual assistant because what that's going to do is that's going to help you grow faster. It's going to help you grow bigger, faster. So we have a program called the Marketing VA Advantage. It includes a special Ready, Set YouTube. We've got video scripts. We teach you exactly how to do what we've just talked about, which is record a video that's SEO rich, which means that answers the questions that people are looking for, that answers the questions of what people are searching online for so they can find you. And then taking that and then creating a ton of content. We gave you an example, 21 pieces. You can create 50 pieces, 60 pieces, or I should say your marketing VA can create all those pieces of content just by you recording one video. So the truth, if you are a fan of somebody like Amy Porterfield or Gary Vee or Denise Duffield Thomas or Marie Forleo, these are all big marketers. And think about it. Do you think that they're the ones who are, editing their own videos, that are putting quote cards up on their Instagram? They are putting out a ton of content, but I guarantee you they are recording it, any of the video stuff, but they are not. They are handing that off to someone else. And that's what's getting them the bigger audiences, is that they're not doing it all themselves.
Yeah, and I think when you talk to people who've really blown up in their business, a lot of times they'll say, I wish I'd hired sooner. Investing in your business early on, getting the help and the support that you need with marketing will pay off. Because if you're not marketing your business, you're not growing your business. And in this day and age, when you think about it, if someone runs into you at a networking event or you're having a conversation with them in the DMs, on Instagram or Facebook, what are they going to do? Exactly what you do. They're going to look you up. They're going to search you. They're going to go to your business Facebook page. They're going to go to your website. They're going to see if you have any Instagram or YouTube channel. They're going to check you out. So what's really important is to understand that this content is adding value. We always hear, added value content, give value, show up and help people so that they will like you and trust you and know that you're in it to help them. Well, this is what this content does. It's consistently there. You're consistently showing up on all of these platforms. So when you are having conversations with people and they're cyber stalking you, you will actually have great content for them to find and great information that they need. So it just helps them, again, build know, like, and trust, so that they want to work with you a lot faster than maybe they would otherwise.
So a little bit more about our program. Kirsten, do you want to talk to them about how we help them get connected with the right marketing VA?
Yes. And so I said to Jeannie, I said, look, I've read a lot of books about hiring overseas. Would you be interested in doing that? And she said, sure. And so that's kind of what led us down this adventure of outsourcing to people overseas. And we worked with people in Egypt and Pakistan and India and the Philippines. And so we've had a lot of experience with hiring. And we like to joke that if it can be done wrong, we did it, right? But what happened was it helped us really learn a process to make sure that when we're interviewing, we know what soft skills they need. We know what hard skills they need. We know what questions we need to ask. We understand the cultural differences, which is really big when you're interviewing someone in another country. And so all of that has helped us to hire really good team members for the past over a decade now. And so that's something that we know we can do, is bring someone in to our business and say, you'll be working for one of our clients. And then we can introduce you to those different virtual assistants and have a meet and greet and let you hire the person that, if you feel like their personality is best suited for yours, for your personality. But they know how to do everything that we're talking about. And that's what's really important. So having someone who is vetted, who has been interviewed, who has all the soft skills and hard skills that we know are needed to do those tasks. And then we also train them with what we actually have a virtual assistant training portal. So we actually have training for them. We add new trainings when things come up. So we're always giving additional education to them as well, which is really exciting. It's actually quite fun.
Yeah, it's really fun. And they love to learn.
Yes, they do.
So we have the marketing VAs that know our process, but we also will show you how to hire your own if you wanted to do that separately. So it's all included. So think about this. How will you feel when your ideal clients are finding you and they're finding you on YouTube and they're asking you how they can work with you? How about when your videos are building that know, like, and trust online 24/7? Doesn't matter what time zone you're in, doesn't matter, if you're up in the middle of the night or early in the morning, those videos are working for you 24/7. Think about how you'll feel when your social media marketing is getting done with really just only simple feedback from you. But every day you look on your Instagram and all your posts are done. And every week you look at your Facebook and all your posts are done. And you're just giving minimal feedback. When your prospective clients are finding you not just on YouTube, but they're finding you on all the social platforms because they're probably on a bunch of different social platforms. And how you feel, the most importantly, is when new leads are consistently coming into your business every single month. We know that we love it and we want to help you love it and we want it to happen for you. So we have an opportunity for you. We want to help you get started. We want to answer your questions. We want to help you incorporate or understand how to incorporate video marketing into your business, how working with the marketing virtual assistant is the key, is the essential element. So Kirsten has opened her calendars for some appointments. So you just call it one-on-one sessions to talk about your specific business and what makes sense for your next step. This is what other people Kirsten has coached have said about her. I personally think she's amazing because she coached me and helped me grow my business. And hence why we're still here, 15 years later? So I'm Jeannie and that's Kirsten. And we look forward to seeing you very, very soon.